Most people think they understand money, yet across the US, UK, and Europe, reportedly over half live paycheck to paycheck. But the truth behind this will shock you in ways nobody explains clearly. Today you will see hidden money stats, quiet habits, and surprising patterns shaping average lives, and by the end, 3 revelations may change how you see saving, spending, and wealth forever. Some numbers come from public reports, others from surveys, and sources suggest most people never connect them together, which is exactly why these money facts feel invisible until someone shows you the full picture. Let me show you exactly how this happened, starting with a simple question that sounds harmless but quietly controls almost every financial decision people make each single day. Why does money feel harder now, even when technology is better, incomes appear higher, and opportunities look endless, yet stress, debt, and fear around money keep growing across the globe? According to personal finance studies, the average person earns more than past generations, yet saves less, invests later, and spends faster, creating a strange gap between effort and actual financial security. This story matters because it touches everyone, from students to parents, workers to retirees, and it plays out quietly through everyday choices like coffee, rent, subscriptions, and credit card swipes. Behind the scenes are systems like banking, wages, inflation, and investing basics. And while they sound complex, their effects show up simply when your money disappears faster than expected. Here is a mini surprise. Reportedly, many people do not track spending at all, and those who do often underestimate it by hundreds each month without realizing where the money truly went. Another surprise, surveys suggest most adults believe they are average with money. Yet, statistics show a large group struggles with basic savings, creating a silent majority hiding financial stress behind normal lives. Now here's where things get really interesting, because the first major money stat feels small at first, yet it quietly explains why so many dreams stall before they ever really start. According to multiple financial reports, the average emergency fund in wealthy countries covers less than 3 months of expenses, and many have nothing saved at all for sudden problems. Picture this: one broken phone, one medical bill, or one job delay, and the entire budget collapses, forcing people into debt just to return to normal life again. This is not about laziness or ignorance, because most people work hard, but rising costs and lifestyle pressure quietly eat savings before they ever feel safe or complete. Compare it simply: if income is a bucket and expenses are holes, sources suggest modern life keeps adding new holes faster than people can patch them. Streaming plans, app fees, delivery charges, and small upgrades seem harmless alone, but together, they drain hundreds yearly without creating real value or long-term security. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this, because the next money stat reveals how time, not income, quietly decides who builds wealth and who does not. Reportedly, many people start investing seriously only in their 30s or 40s, missing the most powerful years when small amounts could grow quietly through time and consistency. Investing basics are simple. Money placed earlier has more time to compound, meaning it grows on itself, yet fear, confusion, and misinformation delay action for millions globally. Imagine 2 people, one invests a little early and stops, another invests more later, and according to models, the early starter often ends richer with less effort. This gap is invisible day to day, but dramatic over decades, creating a quiet divide that looks like luck, but is really timing mixed with basic financial behavior. Experts suggest schools rarely teach this clearly, leaving people to learn through mistakes, market fear, or late advice when the biggest advantage has already passed. But wait, here comes a plot twist. Because even people who invest early often sabotage themselves without noticing the patterns behind their own choices. Studies indicate average investors underperform markets because they buy during hype and sell during fear, turning good tools into weak results through emotional decisions. This means the problem is not access, because apps make investing easy, but behavior, patience, and understanding remain the missing pieces for most people worldwide. Here is a simple scene: headlines scream crisis, panic spreads, people sell low, then markets recover quietly while those who stayed calm benefit without doing anything dramatic. This brings us closer to a deeper truth. Money success often looks boring, slow, and calm, which makes it unattractive compared to flashy stories shared online. Before revealing the biggest shock, notice how these patterns connect. Low savings create fear, fear delays investing, and delays reduce growth, locking people into constant catch-up mode. This loop repeats quietly across countries, incomes, and cultures, shaping lives more than talent or effort, yet rarely discussed honestly in everyday conversations. So far, you have seen how saving gaps and timing issues hurt quietly, but the next revelation exposes a system-level pressure most people feel but cannot name. According to economic data, inflation slowly reduces buying power, meaning money saved without growth loses value over time, pushing people to feel like they are running in place. Prices rise quietly, wages move slowly, and everyday costs creep up, creating frustration even for disciplined savers who think they are doing everything right. This pressure nudges people toward debt, shortcuts, or risky moves, not because they want trouble, but because stability feels harder to reach each passing year. Credit cards, buy now, pay later, and easy loans promise relief, yet often increase long-term stress, according to consumer finance research from multiple regions. Here is another small shock. Reportedly, many people do not know their exact interest rates, meaning they underestimate how expensive borrowed money truly becomes over time. 5% sounds small, but stacked monthly, it quietly eats future income, keeping people busy paying for past choices instead of building new opportunities. We are approaching the most shocking discovery because all these stats point to one uncomfortable truth hiding behind modern money struggles. It is not just personal mistakes, and it is not just broken systems, but a gap between how money works and how people are taught to think about it. From childhood, many learn to earn and spend, but rarely to plan, protect, or invest, creating adults who feel busy yet financially unsure despite years of effort. So what does all this mean for us today? And why does understanding these stats now matter more than ever before in a fast-changing global economy? In the next part, we will connect every piece, reveal the biggest hidden stat of all, and show why awareness alone can already shift outcomes for millions. Before we continue, keep this question in mind. If most people follow the same money path, what happens when you choose to see the map differently? The most shocking discovery of all is this. According to long-term data, the average person's biggest money risk is not low income, but staying unaware of simple patterns repeating silently every year. When people finally see these patterns, sources suggest behavior shifts quickly because clarity removes fear. And fear is what keeps most money decisions stuck on pause. This connects everything you heard earlier. Weak savings create stress. Stress delays investing. Delays reduce growth. And inflation quietly shrinks what remains without making noise. Seen together, it explains why so many feel behind, even while working harder, earning raises, and trying new tools that promise fast financial progress. So what does all this mean for us today? Living in a world where money moves faster, costs rise quicker, and attention is pulled in every direction. In the short term, awareness helps people stop blaming themselves, because these stats show the struggle is common, shared, and shaped by systems, habits, and missing education. In the long term, small changes compound, just like money does, and reportedly even modest improvements in saving timing and behavior shift outcomes dramatically. One simple takeaway is tracking reality, knowing where money actually goes, not guessing, because clarity turns confusion into control faster than any complex strategy. Another lesson is patience, because wealth often grows quietly, without drama, while flashy moves usually hide risk, stress, and regret behind exciting headlines. But wait, here is a subtle reveal. People who feel calm about money often do fewer things, not more, choosing consistency over constant change. They automate basics, save early when possible, invest steadily, and ignore noise, letting time do the heavy lifting instead of chasing perfect moments. This does not mean life becomes boring, but it becomes predictable, freeing mental space for creativity, family, health, and goals beyond monthly bills. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know, and it reframes everything you think about average money stats. Reportedly, once people understand how common these struggles are, shame drops, conversations open, and learning accelerates through shared experience. Money silence keeps problems hidden, but shared knowledge spreads solutions faster than any app, course, or secret formula ever could. Here is the final twist. Average does not mean fixed. It simply describes what happens when most follow the same habits without questioning them. The moment someone questions, tests, and adjusts, they quietly step off the average path, even without earning more or taking big risks. This is why these stats matter, not to scare, but to inform, because information creates choice, and choice creates direction over time. If this opened your eyes, remember the opening fact about most people living paycheck to paycheck. Now you know the story behind that number. It is built from small gaps, delayed starts, emotional decisions, and rising costs, not from failure, weakness, or a lack of effort. The next video will dive deeper into how everyday habits quietly shape long-term outcomes, using real examples you can recognize instantly. Before you go, here is a quick recap. Savings gaps create stress, timing shapes growth, behavior beats tools, and awareness changes everything. If you found value here, like the video so others see it, subscribe for more clear money stories, and share this with someone who needs clarity. For deeper learning, watch the next video on simple habits that reportedly separate calm money lives from constant financial pressure. Now tell me in the comments, which money stat surprised you the most, and why did it hit closer to home than you expected? Like, subscribe, share,